My goals for this department is to set the standard for our area of what it means to be a volunteer firefighter. And, when somebody says volunteer firefighter, I want them to think of the White Rock Fire Department. I'm Jason Bowman. I'm the fire chief for the White Rock Fire Department. Building the department, the most difficult part is, the planning and making sure that we go in the right direction and keeping the family values and keeping the family bonds as tight as we can. Sometimes can be a struggle. It's like having your own kids and trying to keep everybody happy. You can't always keep everybody happy. And the discipline side of it's not always the greatest, but we all try to learn from it and not make it a punishment, but make it a growing experience.
Put my stage name up there. They call me Big Sexy. I'm Dylan Akins. I'm the training captain over the fire side at White Rock. The growth in the department has been insanely positive. When I started here, we did not have the new tanker, the new engine. We didn't have either one of the new brush trucks, and our personnel was about half. And the half included multiple teenagers who were in our cadet program who weren't even old enough to actually show up on scene. We had people who had been on the department and hadn't showed up in months to anything. A meeting, let alone a call.
We've grown exponentially. We've grown so fast that it's made people's heads spin. And what we've accomplished, coming from averaging 4 people on a call to now 14, it has made a world of difference.
So I'm Kevin Tata, and I am a firefighter as well as a captain. I still work full-time at Walmart, and I do the volunteering on the side. One thing it does is it gets me away from a computer. My job at Walmart, I sit in front of a screen all day long and stare at spreadsheets, and so this gives me an opportunity to get out and actually get out in the community and help serve, outside of my house and outside of the office. White Rock had a volunteer department, and I didn't even know it existed. Just found it on Facebook and sent a message to them, asked them if they were looking for volunteers or whatever, and they were. And so came up here, went to a couple meetings, and realized that this area was a really growing area and needed a lot of help. They had a lot of older firemen that have been here quite a while and needed to get some younger people in that could help grow the department, and so I felt like I could provide a lot of value there.
My name's Colleen Moore. I'm a volunteer at the White Rock Fire Protection District. My role is I am the Secretary Treasurer. I'm also the budget officer, the custodian records, and the election official, so I wear a few different hats. I am the safety officer on scene. I'm an active firefighter and first responder, and most calls I run with my husband, who is the deputy chief and the board chairman. And we've been with White Rock Fire Department for about 8 years now. So personnel-wise, went from about 8 to 12 to 22 members now, which is huge. The number of people that are responding to calls is much greater. Our communications have improved. Before we would get a text and we had a radio. Now we have active 911, which is a huge tool to let us know who's coming, what equipment's coming. So being able to have the right equipment for the firefighters that they know that they're going to be able to get on scene and the equipment's going to do its job. That was real important to us. Training was very important to us because of our backgrounds and our education. We really wanted to have the training for the firefighters, whether it's on medical, running the calls for sick or someone that's had a heart attack or a stroke, or whether it's working a traffic accident. So we have some really good people that provide the leadership now for that training and the education that we were greatly hoping to see come about.
Right, so I think the training has benefited the department's growth by everybody on the department is more knowledgeable. Now we don't have guys standing around that only know how to direct traffic. I don't have certain people that I can't say, hey, go get this, or hey, go do this. Everybody's engaged, everybody's hands-on. They've done it before. I can rely on anybody that's on scene. Being a volunteer department, you know, if all of us here were on a department, I may not get to show up to a call. I may be busy, I may be working. Maybe you are too. How is that fair to the people who live in our district if we're the only two people that know how to extricate? There's a person entrapped in a vehicle, and we're the only two that know how to do it, and we're not there. How we're running training now and with the personnel that we have now, if I can't make it to a call, I'm not worried about it because my guys got it.
I also do Benton County search and rescue, and so that got me some of the training that I needed before I started at the fire department. Learning the fire stuff was actually something I'd never really wanted to do, but after I started fighting fires and going to fires and stuff, it actually was pretty fun, and so I've gotten to enjoy that part a lot more than what I expected to. I've tried to get more involved in the medical part of it. I've gotten my EMT certification for both Missouri and Arkansas now, and that was pretty difficult just because it's a lot of science and a lot of stuff that when I was in high school and in college I didn't pay much attention to, and so it was a challenge for me, and that's part of why I did it too, is just because it was a challenge for me.
Next 5 to 10 years, I'd like to see us eventually looking at full-time, and with our growth with the college, I'd like to see us doing internships, you know, having live-in students working and living at our fire stations while they go to school to get their firefighter 1 and 2, their paramedic, and all that. I want them living in our stations and helping serve our community as they get their education.
I think just getting out there, people finding out what we do. Sometimes when we go on calls, people say they want to join. I think just the leadership and the sense of family that the department has is a huge factor.
When it's on a call, it's totally serious. So we're strictly business. And then when we get back here, we can play around. We can cut up, we can have a good time like the family we are. A lot of us started going to church together. And then every Sunday after church, we get together and we have like a family dinner.
We've really stressed and really pushed the family values here to help bond the guys, and it's been absolutely amazing. We meet every Sunday now and eat and have lunch together, and it's made everybody's family come together a lot better than what it used to be.
We went out to the chief's house and we've helped him work on his house. We went and done a skeet shoot together, but every Sunday we all get together, we have a meal together, and it's not fire talk. It's us engaging with each other one-on-one.
There's a lot of, you know, so shifts at Bella Vista, so you'll have A, B, and C shift. They have their family environment. Here we don't have shifts. It's everybody goes when you can go, so it's one family versus 3 little families. You know, we spend more time as far as with each other's kids and stuff like that than what we do at a full-time department.
Come to some of our meetings, meet our people, find out what we do. The pancake breakfast through the department, that's a good way to reach out to our community. Fire Safety Education Day, the Easter egg hunt. We're just trying to reach out to the public so they know more about who we are, what we can do, and that actually brings us some of our volunteers.
My biggest goal is to grow the department and make it to where people trust the department, so that we get on scenes and we show that we're professional, that we know what we're doing, and so that it's not just somebody showing up and, you know, doesn't know any more than the people that are already there. We're somebody that shows up and can actually take care of people and can actually help them. I want to give the community that confidence.
When we show up on scene, our stuff's nice, we know what we're doing. The community notices that. Stuff gets done faster, it gets done more efficiently. Seconds save lives.
You know, people wait 45 minutes, and we do what we can, but I want to see us grow to the point that we can take care of them to that next level.
We just enjoy reaching out to those people who are in need, whether it's a car accident or a grass fire or a house fire, or we just enjoy being able to go out and be able to help those people at that time in their life when they're going through a difficult time.
One scene you can be standing there holding a stop sign, and the next scene you could be giving somebody CPR.
Every time we go into a fire, we accept that we may not come out of it because there's variables that you can't control. You do your best to look out for them and to avoid them. But at certain times, when the fire is blazing, there's something that you can't control. But also, every time I roll up on a fire scene, I'm seeing you at your worst. Everything you just had in your life is burned. Everything you owned, possibly your pets, possibly a loved one, just went up in flames. I'm seeing you when you hit rock bottom. And when you see me, you know I'm the person that can help you. I'm one of the people who show up at your absolute worst time in your life to try to make your day better and help in any way I can. I guess it's kind of a combination for me of the adrenaline and the satisfaction of knowing, hey, his day wasn't very good, but we made it a little bit better.
You know, I'm third generation firefighter. My grandfather, my father. And it's just it's been one of those things that's always been instilled in us, is to serve our community. Say you had a problem at home and you needed help, we're all here to help you. So if something happens, we're going to be there to help you.